What's up everybody, Brick Sanchez here with my second Lego City update. So the first update we got in February, today is May 15th, so it's a few months later. A lot of things have changed. I will take you through the city and show you what has changed. So we got the treehouse over there. If I pan around here you can see the Hogwarts area. Then we got some other stuff, the Ghostbusters headquarters. That big ass building in the back there I had to make for a contest. I didn't win unfortunately. And then we got the updated Asian mountain area, and I'm not gonna keep that tower either because I don't really it doesn't really fit in the city in my opinion. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that, and I'll take you right into the city. So starting off in the beach area, there are a few little updates. As you can see, we've added these rides here. We've added this base plate here, which is from a very cool old pirate set. We've also added in this little islander set and that little pirate set out here, just to make like a small temporary like little theme park or whatever. It's like this pirate theme, or I don't know, but me and my girlfriend are not really sure about this area, so we'll see how it goes, what we're gonna do with it. Then moving on, the underwater area. As you can see, there's this big skeleton in there. I've added a few things. First off, I've added this very cool sand, like, I don't know what to call it, but it's a raised area from the sand. It's very cool, only comes in one set I believe. Then we got this very nice skull in here. It comes from that set actually out here. This is the Samurai X cave, which I use now as a small platform to host this old Aqua Raiders or Aqua Zone set on. As you can see, I really love those old school sets. And we got the Egyptian base plate in here. I think it wasn't there on the, oh yeah, it was there on the last update. So all right, that's for the underwater area. We got this big skeleton, so there used to be like a big animal in the sea here, so very cool. All right, so that was it for the underwater area. Now for the rest, we got some changes out here. I believe the assembly square wasn't lit up last time we had the update, so it's looking very cool now. Try to take a little peep inside. You can see the ballerina there. You got the coffee mug lit up, you got the roses lit up, very cool. And so another thing we did was we tiled a whole lot of streets or pathways for the pedestrians. So we got this entire area covered here. And I'm also adding these stars, as you can see there. So we got this whole Hollywood walkway or whatever with the celebrity stars there. Pretty cool. I want to try to make it until the end there. So we'll see about that. Then out here we also added in the Ghostbusters HQ. I'm waiting now for the light key to arrive. It's probably gonna take a few more days, hopefully as soon as possible. But as you can see, we've also tiled down this entire corner here, the corner garage piece. So this goes along until the street. Then out here we got the first little, you got a little glimpse of this in my other update, and now it's almost finished, not really. So I have a Amsterdam coffee shop mock on the first floor, or the second floor here. The first floor has a station, so the train can pass through here, which is pretty cool. And then I still have to finish this roof to make it look like an Amsterdam canal house, even though there is no canal here or whatever. So I just wanted to make like this Amsterdam type building. So then moving on here, we got some construction work. Got the Lego store there with some flags I had in a cool bricklink order you might want to check out on my channel. So yeah, go through the back here. You can see this entire area is now tiled up. We also got this tiled up. It still has some older gray tiles in here, which I want to replace eventually. I've started replacing all of the older dark gray tiles with the newer ones I had in bricklink orders and etc. So you see this whole place is tiled up. Now we got here I made this parking space because this Ghostbusters building actually opens up, which I will show you guys in a minute. And then moving on up, we got Rick and Morty here, enjoying a nice donut and a drumstick here on Mia or Emma's art house or studio or whatever. It's pretty cool. Then as you can see, we got it tiled up until there, we got it tiled up until here. Still need the 1x2s, but I just got them in a recent bricklink order, so I will be fixing that soon. Then as you can see right here, we have the back of the coffee shop or station mock. So as you can see there, we got the house number, pretty funny. And then we got this little pizza place here, little plaza. And then, as you can see, it has some stickers there. Let me see if I can zoom in. And so the one with the price, with the menu, I just had to reverse it, so it normally was facing inwards, and then the other one on the left, that sticker, like pillar, was on the other side of the building. So I changed it up. Now we got this cozy building here. We got the Sanctum Sanctorum right next to Peter Parker's apartment, right next to the Daily Bugle, so pretty cool. All right, now I will show you how I'm gonna open this up, but I need to put my camera somewhere better, so. All right, so I've placed the camera out here. Now we just have to take some stuff away from here, which are just this car and these two minifigures, because as you will see, magically this lamppost will stay in its place. So let me move this. All right, I'm gonna open this up. Look at that, that's really tight. So but I'm gonna order another one that lights up. I have 12 on the way, I believe, so to light to have all of the lanterns lit up. And so normally this could stay in this should be possible to stay in the same place without getting knocked over by these opening doors. But as you can see, it's very, very tight. Just a few millimeters. It moves the lamppost a little bit, but just slightly, so that's not really a problem. Then we got the Ghostbusters here. So soon I'll have this light kit as well, and it will look very cool because I really like this building. It's one of my favorite sets. It might even be my favorite set of all time. So I'd love to see it lit up. We got Deadpool out there, just chilling, waiting for his next kill. So yeah, moving on. Part is like the little park out here. So I've added some trees. I've used all of these yellow and like orange brown type of leaf pieces to make this big tree in the middle. I wanted to put it out here first where the treehouse is, but it didn't quite match up with the color, so I thought like we have the yellow station out here, got some yellow elements like the pole out there and stuff, so I thought I'd make this like some kind of yellow forest or whatever. I know it's supposed to be like the autumn colors, but yeah, I'm not gonna switch them every time that it's autumn or when it gets to summer or whatever. So I thought this big yellow tree here looked pretty cool with the station. And then we got this little food market here, so we got a lot of stands. We got some hot dogs, 2 hot dogs. These guys are competing. This guy is pretty afraid of that ghost dude, so that's why he backed up a little bit. And then we got the ice cream there. We got some coffee stuff. So we got the pizza out there. So you're not gonna be hungry when you visit this place, which is pretty cool. And then for the rest, I've just put some more trees in here. A few more. We still have to fill in that gap. Still have to fill in that gap as well. So that's pretty, yeah, it's not so nice, but yeah, I'm still not sure what I want to do there, and I'm also not really sure what to do there. So all right, up here I'll show you guys the street. This is a race street there. Still got the X-Mansion there. We still got the Batcave there, or the Bruce Wayne Manor actually there. The Batcave is underneath. Some future plans involve this waterfall that I have here. I really like it, but I think I'm gonna swap them with the 1x2x5 light blue, the trans light blue pillars. So it's like the same color of the Ninjago City water, and then we can look through it. And the Batcave is actually behind that, or like the Batcave under construction is behind there. So it would be very nice to be able to see it through the waterfall. So we'll see about that. And for the rest, there hasn't changed a lot. We got this old school airport there. We still have that facade there. We have the rocket there. But we're probably, me and my girlfriend, we're thinking of switching the airport. We're maybe gonna put the airport on that small strip there, because there's not a lot of other stuff we can put there. And I would like to place the newly acquired roller coaster there. So as you can see, we got this is like a small forest, that still has to, they still have to plant a few trees to make it look like a forest, but I've added some of these. I still need a lot of those, what is it, 1x1 by like 5, or yeah, the pillars like in brown, or even like those rounded, like 1x1 round bricks to use as trees, because now in my last bricklink order, which we'll probably see in a few days, it will probably be uploaded after this video, I've ordered a lot of plant pieces like those. So I got 50 of the regular green ones, 50 of the dark green ones, and then 50 of those light green ones, just for this area actually, or I'll probably keep some leftovers for some other smaller projects or whatever, but this is one of the first things that's actually finished, and that's the grass hill mountain here. Because I don't know if you remember it from last update, we had another tunnel going here. I've placed this little mountain lion den out there, so it looks pretty cool. And so now we still have to add a few trees, and I believe that the roller coaster in combination with all of these with this forest or small forest here will look very cool. And so yeah, we have the road which has moved from here, because this used to be one big hole. There was just one base plate, the one base plate width out there, where you had to train on the sidewalk, like you had to train out here, and then the road going there. But so I could walk in here, but eventually I thought like this pathway out here is broad enough for me to pass through, so that's why I added this final plate underneath here, so we could move the road out here. We could have it out here, one long road, so it would look a lot nicer. And then in the back out there, now we have the train track also going all the way. So it goes all the way underneath there, all the way there until the Asian part comes back through here. Then it goes all the way out there, then it gets together there, goes underneath the bridge, then it moves along there, underneath the Hogwarts section, and it comes back in a loop. So now I can have the train running continuously without having to switch tracks or whatever. So it goes around almost a complete city except for this area, which I don't really mind. I would love to have like a raised monorail here somewhere, but then I would like to win the lottery or whatever, because that's very expensive. So we'll see about that. That little Newbury station out here, which you can transform, which is pretty cool. I believe it fits pretty well out there, like the small. You have to imagine that there's behind there, in place of the window, there's like this old school forest village or whatever, and so this station takes you there. We got this station very close to this station, very close to that station, so it's not all realistic, but yeah, that's why it's Lego City and it's not a real city. So moving on, we got this awesome treehouse. I really love this set, and I think it fits perfectly in here together with that other treehouse there, and that treehouse will have to be moved as well if we're gonna put the roller coaster there, so we'll see where that goes. And so this is the fun part of the forest. But then we get to a little bit darker area here. So this is, you can see we got Pinhead there and Voldemort chilling out. They are brothers, just no one knows it yet. And then we got all of those dark green leaf pieces or plant pieces for this part. As you can see, we got the graveyard out here. We got that Ninjago mech there, has to go. And then I've made that Scooby-Doo set. I don't know if you know it, the mystery machine. It has a small tree, so spooky tree, so I made it a bit bigger. And I made it with the dark green leaves. So it's not really looking that beautiful, but it just adds a bit of height, adds a bit of trees out there. So, all right, moving on. We got the graveyard here, still looking the same. We got this bridge still looking the same. I've added this old school Forest Hills, what is it? It's not a subway, like some New York train or whatever. I remember in the movie it's on a raced train, so I don't know how they call it, but I've added that in so it fits with the Spider-Man theme. Then we still got the same layout out here, still got that station out there, another closed station. But yeah, it's a small city, so, or yeah, relatively speaking, it's a small city. Moving on, we still have the same things out here. We got this diner, I'm not sure if it used to be there already. I'm gonna switch it up for here to here. We got some white bricks out here, are not supposed to be there. So we got this cool hidden side diner here. It's looking very cool. I think it's great in this position. Still have to fill in that 1x2 there. Then we got the harbor still looking the same. And then another thing I wanted to show you guys is this. I made these a couple of days ago, or a couple of weeks ago, I'm sorry. And I had an Instagram post about this. So this and those bricks came from some drinking bottles from Lego, and I found 3 of them in the thrift store for only 50 cents altogether. So from the moment I found them, I knew I wanted to use them as like drawer handles, because I used to be a skateboarder before. I also used skateboard wheels a lot. This kind of looks like it, so Now we got these drawers out here. So I've made this myself, just as all of the tables. Everything in this room is made by me, except for that table and except for all of that stuff, of course. But like this as well. So I really like to make some things with wood and stuff. So we got these drawers here. Then moving on, this one I will have to replace it probably because the wheel, like, it used to be snug, but then it started to come off the wheel itself, which is a shame. But I'll replace it with something else. But this was supposed to represent like all of my vehicles. So pretty cool. Moving on, this brick represents the animals. So I got a lot of animals out here. Some of them are third party, not real Lego. I know a lot of you guys don't like that, but the most stuff in here is real Lego. So the last drawer is this one with some boats in there. So I've got some boats out there. I just wanted to place these here to have some quick access to like the minifigs, the vehicles. Whenever I have to clean the city, I can just put all of the vehicles in here. So that's pretty handy. I can stack them on top of each other. So I think it looks pretty okay. Nothing fancy for these boards. These are the same as the ones that I use for the tables themselves. Pretty cheap ones. Out here I've used some multiplex at first, but this was just getting so expensive that I've went for these like, how do you call it, pressed wood plates. They're a lot cheaper and they are pretty much the same strength, so yeah. Alright, so next up is this Hogwarts layout, which is pretty new. So the table used to come until here, and now I've made this go a little bit further. And then I've raised up this because I needed a loop. And if anyone out there knows, these loops are pretty big, so they're taking a lot of space. It's really annoying, so I wanted to raise it up because if I didn't, then I would have like a really small space for the Hogwarts area, and then it would have this train track awkwardly running around it. So that's why I decided to raise it. This is 15 bricks high, while the rest out there is 20 bricks high. And the highest point of the Asian mountain is 40 bricks high. So this is a new type of ratio or whatever, 15 bricks high, and the trains barely go underneath it. It's pretty tight, but they all run underneath it, so it's pretty cool. And out here I wanted to place maybe like a turning disc with a few Harry Potter scenes, so maybe like the Chamber of Secrets, and if you spin it around it becomes like the station, the 9 3/4 station and stuff. So out there we got the clock tower, we got the Whomping Willow out here, and this is actually 2 times, oh, something's missing here. Probably, my kid is probably knocked it over. So this is actually 2 times the Great Hall set. I've just placed this like kind of on top of each other, as well as the towers. I raised them up a little bit. But I believe that this height looks a lot better with the rest of the castle, because I think the original set is like a little bit looking a little bit small. So that's why I added I used 2 of those. But the insides are pretty much unchanged. I don't have 4 rows, I still have 2 rows of benches out there. So I would like to change that, but for the entire scale of it, I think it looks good like this. Because I believe that elsewise I would need like 2 more of these sets. So and then we got this cool backdrop here. Unfortunately, I wanted to buy 2 of them at the store. This was only €3. It's like for outside decoration outside. I got it from the Action. If someone knows that store in the Netherlands, in Belgium, in Germany, I believe they have the stores. But I'm gonna place the same one like this on the other side there, and then I believe it will look pretty cool, because if we just see it from out here, I think it looks pretty cool already with the mountain backdrop. So we'll see how that goes in the future. Or the last part out here of the city. So we got this new and improved Ninjago City layout. So I've got those Chinese New Year sets out there, which are pretty cool. There's like this opening here with a market on there. You got the Colonel selling his fried chicken there. We still got a live chicken in there. We got some cool stuff. We got Ash Ketchum there with Pikachu. We got a Charmander for sale there. We got some Pokeballs for sale out here. Pretty cool. Then we got some other weird figures there. We got Samurai Deadpool. Let's see, we got this little guy out here, which I forgot his name at the moment, but he's looking so ugly and funny at the same time, so pretty cool. Then we got a few other things out there. We got the temple out there, and then we got this very big building, which I actually made as part of a contest of Lego Masters Belgium. which was the challenge was to build your skyscraper. So I've kind of built this cyberpunk, excuse me, build using some palm trees and stuff. I kind of like it, but I don't really think that it fits in the city. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on it. The top part is actually a mock I made before, and it has some USBs with light in there and all of that stuff, but just let me know what you guys think. Should I keep this building out here? Because at first I thought it would look pretty cool with the Ninjago City, but it's so far away, and it's like, it's also cyberpunk. Ninjago City is also cyberpunk, but this reminds me more of like with the white and palm trees and the pink there. Kind of reminds me of like an 80s type of cyberpunk style, so I don't know if it fits. Let me know what you guys think of it. And let's see, this hasn't really changed a lot. Out there you can see the pillars that I was talking about earlier, those translight blue ones that I want to use as a waterfall. Then we got the fire, how do you call it, firehouse, or yeah, I think so, out there. And then all of this stuff. So some of the things we did was, as you can see, Ninjago City goes until here, so I've added like this small little river. It has a little bit of curvature to it. It goes all the way to the back, even though I don't have all of the translight blue pieces yet for it, but I just wanted to make like a small area out here so it doesn't look so straight, so I wanted to use some curves. But the plan is to eventually fill up this entire area, which will take, oh, as you can see, we got another Pokemon out there, Squirtle. As you can see, this is a lot of area to cover, so I don't know how long that will take, but we'll see eventually, so yeah. Just wanted to show you guys these cool displays. So these are very awesome now, especially with the new Haunted Mansion that's coming out with all of those references to the Adventures theme and all that stuff. As you can see, we got this pharaoh out here. I got him 2 or 3 times, I believe, which will come on that painting. Then we got this obelisk out here or whatever, so very cool looking. And this case is actually from 1996. And it's still in very good condition. I had to fix a couple of these buttons. I will show you this in the dark because it's very difficult to show you all of this with the lights reflecting on them. So I'll show you a bit later. We also got this very cool Star Wars one. So for this one I paid 100 euros, which is pretty okay to me. I've haggled the price a little bit. They were normally 150 per piece, so I cut it down a lot, so that's pretty cool. I bought this one and the other one from the same seller, so I have paid 200 euros for these two, which is pretty cheap. And this one is very cool, but I'll show you guys this right now in the dark. Right, so it should be dark enough for you guys to see it without my face reflecting or the lights reflecting on here. So the first one out here, I had to fix this string that makes the obelisk go down. So as you can see, it goes down pretty good now, and then it simultaneously uses that thunder effect, which is pretty cool for Johnny Thunder. And then this other one has like some light effects. And that cool Revelation music or whatever. And if you can look out there, you can see the skeleton turning. I also had to fix that. It used to get stuck a lot, so I opened up this entire box. Had to fix some things. It was very difficult, but eventually it worked out. Then we got this cool Star Wars set. This is the only one of my latest display sets that also has lighting, the more recent one. So this has very cool lighting. As you see, I really love the background there. Some cool city. I don't know which one it is, but so this is from the Old Republic, so I don't know what it's from, what city it is. But then we got this other one out here, and these buttons don't all work completely correct because this is a sound effect, but I believe it should have some light effects out as well. And then we got this light effect out here, which shows this very cool, and this should have some sound as well, so it's very weird, but it shows this very cool, very weird background, or yeah, background underground. It's very cool, very spacey. I really love it. And then we got this last one out here. It's very cool. It has some mirrors. It has the classic UFO minifigure on there, so I really like these. Some other displays is this one of Exoforce. We got this Ninjago one. We got this Vikings one out here. And then the final one is this Star Wars one out there as well. So sums up the latest city update. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you do, please like, subscribe. Also check out my Instagram, Brick Sanchez. I hope I can entertain you guys with some more Lego stuff. So I'm just filming my journey. It's not really, I'm not really good at filming or whatever. Please excuse my accent as well. I'm not a native American or English speaker, so sorry for the stuttering, sorry for a mispronunciation of words or whatever. So, but if you like this, subscribe, because I will have a lot of things coming up. It's pretty slow, it's going pretty slow, but it will be coming soon. So, all right, guys, have a great day and keep on building.